And you see, when something has moved, the church needs to understand the time and the season that we're in.
Yes.
A generational shift happened in the marketplace. Shifted right over our head. And the churches, many churches, are still doing today what they did before the shift happened. A shift into realism. We went from realism from idealism in the marketplace. People used to watch TV for idealism. Watch shows like Leave It to Beaver. We watched shows that portrayed life like we wanted it to be at the time. Brady Bunch. You know, all the people living in one house happy together. Devil is a lie. You got 2 screaming kids at home, right? Come on. I mean, Partridge Family, traveling around, happy to be singing together. I mean, this is how we portrayed life and how we wanted it to be. Adam 12, 2 clean-cut white cots doing a good job for everybody. I know that one hit a wall. But, come on, say shift.
Shift.
And every time we watch an advertisement for some product, it showed the product shiny and new in a box in the showroom. Right? But then they found out we don't want to see what stuff looks like in the showroom. We want to see how stuff looks like after it was beat up for a while. And now, excuse me, and not how it will work for the Partridge Family, but I want to see how it will work for the Rhine Glasses, because the Rhine Glasses got some brats. The #1 identifiable commercial at the time was a Strong's Lock commercial. Almost everybody in the world has seen or remembers the Strong's Lock being shot with a bullet. Right? Then they came out with the Timex. They started throwing the Timexes out of windows and airplanes because the motto became takes a licking, keeps on ticking. Right? The Samsonite luggage commercials. I mean, you see gorillas slamming these things all over the place and jumping on the luggage.
Yep.
You see a car commercial today, you won't see that SUV clean not one time. They'll drag it through the mud, they'll drag it up mountains and everything, because they realize at one point that you don't live in a showroom. And I don't want to know what that car looks like on a showroom floor. I want to know what it looks like after my crazy kids got up and in there, right? In other words, I want to know what will it look like and how will it be after it's been tested.
Amen.
Shift into realism. So we got to where we don't want to watch that old stuff. The fastest growing segment of TV is reality television. We don't want to watch Adam 12 anymore. We want to watch real cops drag somebody with a white beaded t-shirt out of the building, and we want to watch the real thing, right? Realism. But the church many times missed the shift, and it went over their heads. And people still went to churches that were still preaching idealism, rather than understanding the shift that had occurred. And if we understood the power of our product, we wouldn't be preaching to the Partridge Family. Because we got a faith. I said, we got a faith that's like a 4-wheel driving, take it through the mud, kick it against the wall, and you can't stop it kind of faith, right?
Amen.
20 years ago, people wanted to watch TV talk shows like Phil Donahue, make everybody feel good. Well, there's a different Phil now, right? Dr. Phil. Phil sit down and cry with you, Dr. Phil come out and make you cry. Because we went from the thing of trying to make everybody feel good and trying to identify with everybody, and we shifted to a generation that's just hungry for somebody to just stand up and tell them the truth.
Amen.
We want to watch Judge Judy tell him to get out of here with that silly lawsuit. You shouldn't have moved in with the bum, right? We want somebody to tell the truth now. We don't want to watch things like the Partridge Family anymore. And the church better open up its mouth and shift.
Amen.
There's a power shift, and if the church don't catch it, Dr. Phil will. Because when God speaks a thing, it's the equalization of truth. And anybody who hears it can grab it and make it work in their day. When God says it's time to do something, you got to move.
That's right.
Okay, we'll turn to Matthew 8.